Every multi-location GCC expansion I have seen approved was presented as a resilience decision. Very few were presented as governance complexity decisions. They are always big. And the second half of that equation is where the board exposure accumulates. The operational logic for multi-hub GCC models is sound. Distributed talent, reduced single site dependency, continuity of options during regional disruption. What the business case consistently underweighs is the governance architecture required to make multiple locations function as a unified operation. Without that architecture, you do not have a resilient multi-hub model. You have a collection of semi-autonomous delivery centers with inconsistent standards, fragmented dependencies, and accountability gaps that no single person at the board level can see across. So the three board level insights are: three governance positions boards must establish with every GCC footprint expansion. First, dependency mapping must be formally updated with each new location. Boards should be able to answer with specificity what critical functions are now distributed across sites, what the failure cascade looks like if one hub becomes unavailable, and who owns the recovery sequence. Resilience claims without current dependency mapping are not controls. They are assumptions, and assumptions do not survive a real outage. Second, engineering and data governance standards must be consistent across all GCC locations, not merely aspirationally aligned. Inconsistency across sites is not a delivery quality issue, it is a regulatory and audit exposure, particularly where data handling, security protocols, and access governance are involved. Both should be asking how consistency is verified, not assumed. Third, accountability for cross-site governance must be named and board visible. When capability is distributed, the question of governance ownership becomes more as critical, not less. Who is accountable for ensuring standards are consistent across all locations? At a level the board can hold to account directly. If that name does not exist, the accountability structure has not been built. Multi-hub GCC models are a legitimate and often necessary strategic evolution. The governance architecture that makes them genuinely resilient rather than operationally complex is the board's responsibility to demand before the capital is approved, not after the operating model is live. The question for boards is very specific. Do you currently have a unified governance view across all your GCC locations covering dependencies, standards consistency, and named accountability, or does oversight operate independently at each site?